Very, very blessed. In my life, I've received the highs of highs and the lows of lows. And I'm very, very thankful to God for every experience that I've had, whether it's been good or bad or indifferent. It's all made me the man I am today. I've had such a marvellous career that I'm really, really thankful for. I've worked very hard, but it's all been God's plan. Everything that's happened has been God's plan. Even today, to come back at 37 years old.
You see him in like an interview and he's all irate. That's fight mode, and all of the Furies, they all have fight mode. It's serious and it's intense.
It's God's plan and God's will, and we will see where it takes us, no problem. My last 2 fights, I didn't get the result I was after. Alexander got the results over me. Fair play to him and his team and everybody around it. You know, it's life lessons. In this life, you don't always get what you want. You don't always get what you think you want and think you did enough to get. However, that's where it stays. You don't hear me crying and moaning about, oh my God, he cheated. At the time, I was very, very hurt by that. And I was thinking, what's gone on here? Like, how has this happened to me, God? And I realised that everything's God's plan and God's timing. And I'm just so thankful and so blessed to be in this position and on the verge of a massive return in 2000.
No, I think he's past his best. I'm a no-filter kind of guy. I love my son, but there's too many people patting him on the back and telling him he's Tarzan when he's not Tarzan. He's been gone Tyson since the Deontay Wilder fights. It's finished Wilder completely. Done him. He's not got a leg underneath him. Enough respect to say, you know what? My dad could be right.
Is that repairable, John,
Yeah.
that relationship?
I don't know.
Bless! There's no fighting. No fighting, Huey. No fighting, James. And no fighting, Jay. And most of all,
Tyson, I think, used his dad to keep him involved and as a infiltrator, you know, someone that can shout and scream and cause a bit of chaos and unrest, you know. And I think like he doesn't need that in this fight, so he might make a U-turn.
Bollocks, the lot of it. Same squad, same bullshit.
You're not a part of this training camp, are you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I said, if you have him, that sugar, I'm no filter. I said, I'm gone.
But what is it about Sugar?
He's
Is
no
it
good.
Tactically, technically?
He's useless. Everybody's been in the corner. He got beat. He's been gone Tyson since the Deontay Wilder fights. It's finished Wilder completely. It's took a lot away from Tyson. Magmadov. This is a problem. I'm the first one to say it, because all them out there, they don't pay enough attention to detail, Spencer.
It's a high-risk fight for him, this, isn't it?
It's not what I'd have done. Look at Usyk. Usyk saying, I'm 39-year-old. Want an easy time. He's picked.
The Fury family is completely destroyed. Tyson Fury just dropped a bombshell statement saying his own father, John Fury, is now treating him like an enemy. And this isn't some petty disagreement that'll blow over in a few weeks. This is a full-scale family war that's tearing apart one of boxing's most famous dynasties. And here's what's absolutely wild about this whole situation. Tyson is saying this publicly, which means behind closed doors, things have gotten so toxic that he's willing to air out his family's dirty laundry for the entire world to see. We're talking about a father and son who built an empire together, who went through the darkest moments of Tyson's career, including his battle with depression and addiction, and now they can't even be in the same room without it turning into a battlefield.
I'm getting well paid for Rico, keeping my name out there. It's an easy fight. Even if Tyson wins this, it's 12 rounds.
But here's where this gets really deep. Tyson Fury isn't just hurt by what's happening with his father. He's completely reframing his entire mindset around this family breakdown. Instead of letting this destroy him like it would most fighters, he's channeling all that pain and confusion into what he's calling God's plan for his massive 2026 comeback. And listen to this, sources close to the camp are saying that Tyson has never been more mentally locked in than he is right now. He's using this family drama as fuel, turning every argument, every public criticism from his father into motivation to prove that he doesn't need anyone to dominate the heavyweight division again. This isn't just about boxing anymore. This is about a man who's been abandoned by his own blood and is ready to show the world that he's stronger alone than he ever was with his father's support.
But he's saying that Tyson isn't himself anymore. And I tend to agree with John Fury. He's certainly not at his best anymore. I mean, how could he be after everything he's been through and stuff like that? So I tend to agree with that, right? But he was saying words to the effect of that the Wilder trilogies.
Now get this, John Fury is absolutely going nuclear in response. He's out here reminding everyone that he built Tyson's entire career from nothing, that without him, Tyson would still be some unknown heavyweight getting knocked out in small venues. John is questioning whether their relationship can ever be fixed, and the way he's talking, it sounds like he's already written off his own son. But here's the kicker. John isn't just upset about being cut out. He's genuinely hurt that after everything he sacrificed, all the years he spent building Tyson into a champion, his son is treating him like he's disposable. The raw emotion in John's statements is exposing just how deep this rift goes, and it's clear that both men feel betrayed by the other. This isn't just professional disagreement about training methods or fight strategy. This is personal, and it's ugly.
Can't show your father respect when it's needed. Keep going. I don't need you. I don't need him and his millions. I need nothing off him. I wish him well, but he's put those people before me, his blood father. That's hurt me like you wouldn't believe. So, they can jog on.
Wait, it gets even more strategic than you think. Shane McGuigan, who's been around the Fury camp for years, is revealing that Tyson actually used his father's chaotic energy on purpose for most of his career. All that drama, all those wild press conferences where John would go off on tangents and create headlines, that was Tyson using his father as a weapon to get inside opponents' heads. But now, Tyson doesn't need that anymore. He's evolved past the point where he needs manufactured drama to win fights. This shows a completely different version of Fury, someone who's more disciplined, more focused, and honestly more dangerous because he's not wasting mental energy on distractions. He's channeling every ounce of his intensity directly into his training and preparation, which makes him scarier than he's ever been.
I've people around me, never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have 1 million people around me because it doesn't work. I've just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends, I'm not interested in what the next man's got, I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing, don't care. Keep me...
And here's where John Fury is really crossing the line. He's not just criticizing Tyson personally, he's going after his entire team, calling some of his coaches useless and questioning every tactical decision Tyson makes. John is basically saying that without his guidance, Tyson is surrounding himself with yes men who don't have the balls to tell him the truth. But you know what's crazy about this? Despite all the chaos, despite his own father publicly undermining his preparation, Tyson is staying completely focused on his camp and his comeback. This level of mental toughness is what separates champions from pretenders. Most fighters would be completely derailed by this kind of family drama, but Tyson is using it as proof that he doesn't need anyone's approval to be great.
You repair them in private, not in the public domain. John, on the times that I've met John, I found him to be engaging and charming. But there's other times when I've seen him on, whether it's an act, created or whatever, it's boorish, it's unpalatable, it's unpleasant. When you headbutt Ukrainians in front of, Saudi royalty and behave yourself in a way that's not particularly appetizing, you get judged by it. So, with due respect to the fact it's a scoop for these guys, I'm not hugely interested in John Fury's.
Now listen to this part. Even people outside the family are starting to take sides. Liam Goh is actually agreeing with John Fury, suggesting that Tyson might not be at his physical peak anymore. But here's what these critics are missing. Tyson's return isn't just about raw athleticism. It's about experience, ring IQ, and the kind of mental warfare that only comes from being through hell and back. His ability to overcome personal drama while preparing for the biggest comeback in heavyweight history makes him unpredictable in the most dangerous way possible. Opponents can study his old fights all they want, but they have no idea what version of Fury they're going to face when he steps through those ropes again.
The thing is there's nothing more left in life for these boxers. When they've these great boxers, what's completed the game and they've got everything. What else can Tyson do? There's only so much yachts and sailing, and there's only so much flying on holidays, and there's only so much fucking whatever a normal person thinks is good you can do.
But the most telling moment came when John Fury laid it all bare, stating that he needs absolutely nothing from Tyson or anyone else in his circle. The frustration in his voice was raw and personal, showing just how much Tyson's choices have wounded him. John built his entire identity around being Tyson's father and trainer, and now he's been cast aside like he never mattered. But here's the thing, this kind of tension might be exactly what Tyson needs to reach another level. Throughout his career, his best performances have come when he's had something to prove, when people doubted him or wrote him off. Now he's got his own father questioning his abilities, which could be the perfect motivation for a fighter who thrives on proving people wrong.
Yeah. Well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box. He ticks all the boxes, trust me, and he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because he's walking through them.
And get this, Tyson is making it crystal clear that he only trusts a tight inner circle now, and that circle definitely doesn't include his father. He's rejecting all distractions and unnecessary drama, keeping his focus laser sharp on what really matters. This disciplined approach shows a champion who's learned to channel intensity into preparation rather than letting it explode in all directions. Even with family chaos swirling around him, Fury's mind is completely locked in for his 2026 comeback. This makes him dangerous in a way that his opponents can't prepare for, because they're facing a fighter who's been through the ultimate test of mental strength and come out harder than before.
Weight division changing everything. Magwadov's capable of doing that. He's a big, strong man, as you can see. Tyson's an elite boxer, but what's he got left? I don't know. Because you'll only know when you get in that ring, and it's too late. You know, let's just see. Tyson's not a stupid man. He knows.
Here's where outside voices are trying to add some perspective to this mess. Simon Jordan is criticizing John Fury for airing private family business in public, stressing that real reconciliation happens behind closed doors, not in front of cameras. But despite all the media drama and public criticism, Tyson remains completely focused on his training and preparation. He's not letting his father's statements or outside opinions affect his professional goals. This shows a level of maturity and mental strength that proves Fury can separate personal chaos from championship-level performance. When he steps into that ring, all the family drama disappears, and he becomes a completely focused destroyer.
My mood is made for him. It's a perfect fight for him. Got the height, looks the part, he's strong. I think Tyson's hands will be too fast. I think Tyson, his feet are the thing what I want to see. I want to see how his feet have deteriorated, because it happens to everybody. So I just want to see what version of Tyson we get. He's out in Thailand training, so he's got to make sure he trains right. No cutting corners at this stage in your life. 37 years old. There's a lot of young lions knocking at the door, watching you. You're in a meal ticket, they're planning for you already. And I think Tyson's very...
Shane Fury is offering a different perspective on what's driving Tyson's comeback. He explains that for someone like Tyson, who's already achieved everything and has more money than he could spend in 10 lifetimes, wealth and luxury lose their appeal. The only thing left that can motivate a fighter at this level is proving himself inside the ring against the best competition in the world. This comeback isn't about financial gain or staying relevant in the media. It's about legacy, about showing that he can still dominate when it matters most. Fans should expect a fighter driven by pure passion and purpose, someone who's hungry to prove he still belongs at the absolute top of the heavyweight division.
I'm not saying what John said, but obviously I suppose he's in a position where he knows his son, he probably knows the best version of him, and he's probably looking at him now and just feels that it isn't. I think all questions will be answered on the 11th of April, won't they? And we'll see what he's
Peter Fury is backing up what everyone in the boxing world already knows. When Tyson is at his best, he has a complete skill set that no other heavyweight can match.
You know, obviously Fury's got his own fans and people that think that he is a legend and one thing and another. Well, that's all well and good, but you've got to look at his resume. It doesn't stack up. Not to the great fighters. It doesn't stack up.
Good. I think that mentally he's in a good place. Physically, he looked good as well. He's been working well out in Thailand, and I sort of agree with Paulie. I think that he's a massive addition to the heavyweight scene. He has been over the last 10 years, and I think it's good to have him back. You know, we need the characters. Look, are the legs still...
Tyson's looking in magnificent shape. Best I've seen him in, to be quite honest, for a long time, and more importantly, mentally he's in a good place. And this is a big fight. He's in with a very, very experienced fighter who's a big man, big puncher. I think he's got a 90% knockout ratio. He's knocked out 17 of his opponents in the first round. So you know he can whack, and he's not fazed about fighting over here. He fought recently over here and beat Dave Allen. And this is quite a big.
Tyson Fury, Magwadov. Good little fight. Tyson's nice and relaxed. He's coming back. Again, after retiring, he's back out of retirement. We kind of knew it was going to happen. he seems in a good place. He seems quite happy. He's not out of shape. He's in his usual shape, which isn't great shape in terms of physicalities to look at. He's not good on the optics, but you know he's in shape because he's not 28 stone. He's probably looking about 18 and a half stone-ish, and he's in the gym. I don't think he ever really came out of the gym. He said he's been training twice a day since an.
And Tyson Fury has been out of the ring for well over a year now. By the time he gets back in the ring on April the 11th, he will have been out of the ring for well over a year. You're probably talking close to 15, 16 months. It's a long time, especially for someone who is more of a mover, more a boxer. It's not like a pressure fighter who can just